He's suffering from separation anxiety. He just came in yesterday or the day before. And I was going to catch him in the stall, and he was bouncing off the stall walls. So I'm going to give him this lesson. He doesn't know that the human being has any value. So every chance I get to touch him, I will, but what I want him to do is relax and look at this flag. This is how I'm going to get his attention. Just another way of starting the process. If they're not looking at you, you're invisible. Horses can only think of one thing at a time. I'm going to keep this flag in front of him. If he stands still, I'm going to pet him. But I'm not going to chase him around here trying to get this done. If I can't reach him, I'm not going to run across the pen and scare him backwards. I'm going to present this. He's going to look at it, and I'm going to take it away. There's a step. It was a short one. I have to prove to him that I have value. And I'm not waving the flag. I'm using it to get his attention is all I'm doing. Now he touched that first. And that's the way it works. First his mind makes a connection to it. He touches it, then it touches him, and then we touch him all over. But he has to decide. We can't teach him anything if he's running crazy and bouncing off the walls. We have to get his attention and pull him to us and let him touch it. We have to prove to him that we can add comfort and value to his life. He doesn't know that that exists. Now I'm petting him, but I'm not going to chase him. I'm going to get his attention and pull him to me. Now I can touch him without moving my feet, so I did. Now I'm going to pet him here. He's been petted a lot, but he's never been alone. He went from his mother to an older saddle horse, and this is the first time in his life that he hasn't been around his herd. And this is what separation anxiety looks like. If I can prove to him that I could add comfort to his deal, we can help him with his separation anxiety. He'll look to us for comfort instead of everywhere else on the planet. Get his attention, pet him. When he looks at us, I'm going to walk away and draw him to me. It becomes his choice. He starts thinking that I possibly could be of interest to him and of value. And I'm just petting him with the flag now. Since he likes being petted at home, I'm going to use that as my door in. But he has to be standing still to get petted. If he moves his feet and leaves, I'll quit petting him, which feels good to him. I'll back up, then I'll go back and get his attention again. And when he's looking at me, he will get petted again. Pretty quick, he'll decide that being petted is the answer to his dilemma. See how he's looking away? Watch his face. I'm going to rub the point of his shoulder, rub back here to his back. He looked at this. When his head came to me, I backed off. Now I'm working on drawing him into me. He's letting me touch him, but his mind isn't engaged with me. Right now he's thinking about a drink of water. If we don't get their mind, we can't help them emotionally regulate. And if we put a neck rope around him, that would be just an excuse for him to go berserk. There'd be more pressure around his neck that he couldn't get away from. This pressure, I can take it away. I'm in control of the pressure. If I had a neck rope on him, that pressure, just by being around his neck, there. I want him to actually, he engaged with it mentally, but he didn't reach out to it. He didn't engage with it physically. And the separation anxiety and weaning, like weaning a colt, are exactly the same thing. There, good boy. I'm going to walk up here and use my hand. He left, so I'm not going to chase him. I'm going to pet him with the flag. When he looks at me, and he's quiet. Right now he's looking away. He came back to me, I'm going to pull him. And we're going to back and start this process again. I'm going to rub him. Horses can only think of one thing at a time, and you can't teach them anything if they're not looking at you. Take that flag away. I'm invisible again. Now I'm back. He takes his head away. I'm invisible. He might still know I'm here, but his thoughts are not on me. Physically, he can see me. Mentally and emotionally, he's not with me. There. This is our door in. But you see him swishing his tail and quivering of his skin? I'm going to see if I can get him to look at my hand. There. Pull him. Now he's focused on me, but it was for a brief instant. But that's what we're trying to get done. Instead of him panicking and being distraught and anxious, when he looks at me, he's in total control. And we've got him out of the threshold of being worried. Trying to pull his mind into me. There. I got his mind, but I don't have his feet. Now I'm going to try it without the flag. Just going to scratch him. And he wasn't this bad at his house, but he was with his herd. He's never been alone before. I have to prove to him that I can be comfort, that I can be his herd. Trying to pull him, It's like with an invisible rope around his neck. There, he touched me, so I touched him. He reached out, and I reached out to him. He's licking and chewing. That's the first time he's licked and chewed since we started working. But I've proved to him that I can have the same value as his owner does at home around his buddies. And he's in a strange environment. There's a dopamine trigger. Rub a circle on his jaw. Pull him to me. Can I get him to take a step? Right there.
Wow.
Now I'm going to go back and start this process again. I'm going to rub an oval on his neck, rub his jaw, which is a dopamine trigger that releases dopamine into his brain. Now I'm going to pull him, and I need him to take a step to me. Right there. And the reward, I'll rub his jaw, give him a little more dopamine. This is the opposite of him crashing off the stall walls. I got his attention, I got his mind, and I got his body. Without the mind, you can't get the body. If the mind is elsewhere, you're invisible and you can't help him. This is exactly the opposite of what we started with. I'm going to rub this jaw. I'm going to try to rub both jaws. Now he's crowding through me. I'm getting greedy. Get his attention. Pull him to me. Pet him on the jaw. Rub his neck. There's an oval on his neck. It's just like Mom did when he was nursing. Rub that jaw. Can I pull him to me? Can I pull him to me? Get his attention. I didn't touch him first. He touched me. It was his idea. There's all kinds of horses doing all kinds of things in here. Rub that jaw. Can I pull him to me again? Without the mind, you have nothing. And when they're distraught and full of anxiety, you can't teach them anything. Now they actually took a step away from me, so I'm not comforting him. I want him to come up to me for comfort. All this flag was for was to get his attention from a distance where we both could stay safe. Because he was over threshold. Can he come up to me? There it is. He touched me, I touched him. But he looked away, so the touching stopped.
Touch and go.
If he wants to be touched, he'll come up here and engage, and I can touch him. We try again. There's the oval on his neck. There's the dopamine trigger. Can I pull him back to me with an invisible rope? Now he focused for quite a long time. In the beginning, he was lucky if he made eye contact or made contact with me at all. As long as he stands still, I will continue to pet him and comfort him. But when he walks away, this will stop. And if he wants this, there's a spot right there that's a good spot to scratch. Dopamine trigger, but I'm not going to chase his face. Get his attention. Pull him to me. Offer it. This is comfort. I want him to know that my hand is comfort. He touched it, I touched him. He touched it, I touched him. Every time he takes his head away, he loses his comfort. Pretty quick, he will choose to leave his head next to my hand. And I can rub that dopamine trigger, but I can't move my feet and chase him. There. Now I want to pull him back, get his attention. He touched me, I touch him. Oval on the neck. He's leaving. pull him back with that invisible rope. Get his attention. Pet him. Rub his shoulder. Oval on the neck. He left again. He's going to figure out that if he likes what I'm doing, if it provides value to him, he will quit leaving me. He gets to make that decision. Now this horse was bouncing off the walls like a hamster in a hamster cage. Now he's let us in, and we've proven that we can help him alleviate his anxiety. I'm going to see if I can get him to come leave his head there, rub his jaw. I want him to leave his head there so I'm not going to chase his face. Much better. I'm not going to chase his face anywhere. And he's still getting distracted really easy. This is the first session where we've got him through the anxiety and got him quiet. Now he's over there all distraught, but I can fix that by giving him that. But he's in charge of his own destiny. I don't have a neck rope on him. If he wants comfort, he left. And there's no comfort for him out there. The comfort's right here. That's the whole point of this lesson, is the comfort is with me. And if you don't have the mind, you can't help him move his body. You get the mind first, the body's easy. And that's the whole point of this lesson. You can stop the video now.